Good morning, my besties, and welcome to my school morning routine, aka the worst part of my day because I hate waking up before 10 a.m. First thing I do is take out my mouth guard so I don't look like an idiot. Then I proceed to lay in bed for about 15 to 20 minutes more and really decide, do I even want to go to class today, and is getting an education really worth it? But then Winston wakes me up because he wants food, and then we have cuddle time. Then, begrudgingly, I rise out of bed, and I still wonder, do I even want to go to class today? But I always end up going because I feel guilty if I skip class. Then I scurry to the bathroom because I drink so much water during the night that I have to tinkle really bad in the morning. Then I'll put my hair up and proceed to do my routine. I'll take out my retainer, if you have braces you know, and then I'll proceed to brush my teeth and try to hype myself up during the process, but it really doesn't work. While I brush my teeth, I like to go start my tea kettle so that way the water is perfectly warm by the time I'm done. After I'm done brushing my teeth, I like to splash my face with some cold water to both get the sleep out of my eyes and try to wake me up. It sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. Then I'll go into the fridge and get Winston's food and make his breakfast first before me, because let's be honest, our dogs are more important than us. I make a homemade dog food for Winston, and I like to use carrots, spinach, rice, and turkey, and I swear to God he loves it so much, I think he's addicted. Then I'll scurry back to my room and proceed to kind of pick up the place and make my bed. And then Winston and I always have to have extra cuddle time. By this point, my tea is like the perfect temperature, so I'll go ahead and pour it, and I like to use a loose leaf tea strainer. And the loose leaf that I'm drinking right now is the Twinings Earl Grey tea. It's literally my favorite tea to have in the morning, that and English breakfast. Then I'll grab a bowl and munch on some strawberries while I make my breakfast. Don't worry, I'm not that girl. This is probably the healthiest thing I eat, but I have grown to love the taste of fresh fruit in the morning. Then I'll proceed to go into the fridge and actually start to make my real breakfast, which contains Swiss cheese, some jelly, some bread. I usually prefer sourdough, but all they had was white. And then I'll grab some eggs, and I make an egg sandwich. First, I'll grab the oil in my pantry and heat up my pan, but I realized I forgot to clean my pan the night before. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash it because I am so broke I only have one pan, so if it's dirty, well, you know what that means. And then I'll toast my slice of bread, and while the toast is toasting, is that the verb? I'll get my egg out, and my tea is perfectly strained to the way I like it. I don't like very strong tea, so it's perfect. And then Winston begs for more food. After my toast is done toasting, I'll go and spread some jelly on it. I'm using raspberry preserves right now, but I also love strawberry as well. Then I'll heat up my pan and then crack my egg. Now this is very important because I like to have a runny over easy egg for my sandwich. So if I crack the egg wrong, well, I split the yolk and then it sucks and I'm disappointed, which is what I did this morning. So we retried again, and we were actually successful this time. And might I tell you, that egg was like one of the best that I've ever cooked, I swear. It looked almost aesthetic, almost, except for the gross pan, of course. Look at that, it's so beautiful. Then I'll grate some fresh Swiss cheese over my toast and my egg, and then I eat it. And might I tell you, it was delicious that day. Then I'll go and wash my hands and rinse my face off after I'm done eating so that way I'm not crusty. And I'll sip on the rest of my tea while I finish out my routine. First things first, I put on this Love It Sundries Rosewater face cream as my moisturizer. It's so good. I got it because it was a zero waste one, but truly it just feels so good on my skin. Then I'll use this Neutrogena Daily Sunscreen. Come on, let's get our SPF in there. We're not trying to get skin damage. Then I'll use this Meow Meow Tweet lip balm that's also so good. And then if my dark circles and under eyes are really bad, I'll use this Elate Cosmetics concealer. It's a zero waste concealer, but it's really good. Then I put on deodorant. Honestly, the most important step. And then I take my hair down and proceed to brush my hair. I don't use a paddle brush, I actually just finger brush it because I have waves and I do try to keep the waves intact, so I just kind of try to get the knots out with my hands. And I didn't show it, but I also tweezed my eyebrows because I'm Puerto Rican and my hair grows back so fast. And because I'm proactive, I already have my clothes laid out, so I just get dressed. What a sweet transition, really. Then I pick out which pair of white sneakers do I want to wear today, and I pretty much always pick my Air Force Ones because iconic. And I just clean them so they look very fresh. Then I scurry to the fridge and grab my water bottle that I already put in the fridge the night before because I know I hate doing things in the morning. Then I'll make sure I have everything packed in my backpack and ready to go for school. And of course, we can't forget to put the AirPods in. If you live in New York, you know. Then I grab my backpack and I get ready to go. But, first we have to put our sunglasses on so no one looks at me. And then, before I forget, I gotta put on my jewelry. I literally put the same 3 pieces of jewelry on every day. 2 rings and my bracelet. Then I always gotta spray a little perfume, you know, I use Coco Chanel Mademoiselle because I'm a basic girl like that. And don't worry, I don't put too much. And then I chug the rest of my tea that I have left. Then I say goodbye to Winston, which is always hard. And then I pretty much run out the door because I'm always running late. But before I leave, I always mentally check that I have everything in my backpack and that Winston is all good. And then I am out the door, on to my first class. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to watch my morning routine. And I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, my besties.